In China's capital, Beijing, locals here have just finished celebrating the New Year of the Horse. It's a festive time across the country. But for Victor Gao, a former Chinese Communist Party diplomat and interpreter, there's a serious message he wants to give Australia. He thinks we're wasting our time and money on a new $3 billion autonomous warfare program that includes an AI-controlled submersible to patrol our coastline.
China has no interest in Australia for military conquest or for colonization. No, we have no interest. The only interest we have as Chinese for Australia is Australian beef, Australian fruits, grains of all kinds, and Australian minerals, and educational opportunities. So I want to see your Prime Minister Albanese really become very successful in selling lobsters of Australia to China.
It's a belittling takedown, but Victor Gao doesn't stop there. He's more than happy to spruik the military power of China.
I have full confidence that no country, including the United States, will be able to build up AI dominance or military AI dominance above China. China will never allow that to happen.
And when you take a look at this, you can understand exactly what he's talking about. Just weeks ago, the Chinese government introduced its latest robots, doing martial arts, running up walls, and displaying incredible human-like actions. Victor hints these advanced robots could be used on the battleground.
If you have a military mind, you can just visualize what if they are used for military purposes. They are much more sophisticated, they are much more agile, and they are much more adaptable than anything you can find in the world. It gives you reason to cooperate with China rather than try to second-guess China or try to undermine China, because China is not going to be undermined. China is not going to be pushed around.
So does that mean that display was a threat to Western countries?
No, absolutely not.
The startling Chinese robotic display didn't surprise Palmer Luckey, the founder of US AI arms manufacturer Anduril.
China has the lead in a lot of AI relevant technologies. They're making them cheaper, they're making them better, they're making them at much more massive scale than anyone is doing in the United States or anywhere else in the West.
Is this a practical future that robots will be fighting our wars?
It's a very practical future in that I think people understand there's a lot of jobs that in wartime are suicidal. And if we can replace those jobs with a robot that costs $5,000 or $6,000 rather than a human life, I can't imagine a world where we don't make that decision. We're delivering all kinds of things. We're delivering missiles, we're delivering loitering munitions, also air defense systems that are protecting some of their critical infrastructures. If they know I can defend myself very well, I can shoot down all these incoming missiles, and they know that I can reach back out and destroy boats in the strait, that's going to give them pause in deciding what they're going to do tomorrow, the next month, next year. At the end of the day, the goal for most countries in the West is to make Taiwan a target that is not worth taking. The winning move is for them to be convinced to not play, because I do not want to be in a position where I'm just part of fighting a war against China. I want to be part of preventing a war against China.
Is China deterred at all from moving into Taiwan, considering the new tech AI weapons that the West and the US is sending there to potentially protect it against China?
For any country, try to weaponize Taiwan with conventional weapons, non-conventional weapons, or AI weapons to achieve the independence of Taiwan, that is really expecting the sun to rise up in the West rather than continue to rise up in the East.
Former Chinese diplomat Victor Gao believes Taiwan is wasting money arming up on autonomous weapons.
If China wants to use force to take over Taiwan, we can do that tonight. And no country, no force in the world can stop China from doing that.